All right, in the kitchen today, Chef Christopher Brown is back. He's the department chair from Stratford University School of Culinary Arts, and we're making a chicken dish, and everybody will be grateful because we eat so much chicken, and it's hard to come up with something new to do with it.
Well, this is actually a really nice, light, semi-healthy dish. We are using the good old-fashioned olive oil, and we're going to be using fresh mangoes today. And one of the things that a lot of people don't know how to do is work with a mango because the seed or the pit in it is so large.
All right.
So later on, we'll show you how to work with a mango.
Okay, we'll get started on our recipe in just a little bit, and we're also going to find out a little bit more about what's happening with Stratford, a new campus, a new place for folks to learn. So we've got a lot to talk about today. We'll get started in just a little bit. All right, now in the kitchen for some great cooking tips from Chef Christopher Brown. He's the department chair from Stratford University School of Culinary Arts. We're going to be making a chicken with a mango salsa today, and you said it when we were talking about the recipe that a lot of people kind of pass on using the mango because it's perceived, and maybe it has a bad reputation as being difficult to work with.
Well, it does have it's a misconception. It's very simple to work with. The first thing we want to do with the mango is it does have to be slightly firm. But we're going to take off the bottom and we're going to take off the top and go straight through. Now we have a nice safe work surface so it won't roll on us. And I'm just going to follow this right down around the contour of the fruit and just push it out of the way as I go. I've seen people try this with a peeler. I go with a knife personally. It's a lot easier, a little bit safer. Now, here's where we run into issues with the mango. As you can see on both sides, there's this huge stone or seed in there.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go right down either side of this, pull the sides right off.
Because down even close to the seed, it seems like it's kind of grabby.
It is. It's actually got a little bit of pulp in there that's very, very fibrous.
Yeah.
Now, while I finish dicing this up, I'm going to have you actually start on the salsa itself.
Okay.
Now, I've got some pre-diced mango here for you.
Thank you for that.
And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to have you combine all that mango in there.
Okay.
And we're going to put about half a tablespoon of all the fresh herbs and vegetables in there. Have some lovely small diced red onions, garlic, red bell pepper. Now, I do want to caution you with one ingredient. It is this one right here. This is a fine diced jalapeno. Now, I like spicy. So I'm gonna trust you on this one. As spicy as you like. You're not going to burn me. It's wonderful stuff.
We'll do that if it's all stays right in the cup. I'm just kidding.
Oh, no,
I tend to be kind of wimpy, but I won't make the decision for everybody here today. So we'll step outside my comfort zone a little bit. Cilantro. And we'll put all the ingredients that go into the salsa too at thehamptonroadshow.com.
Now, one of the interesting things about jalapenos also, if you are a little bit cautious about the heat on that, you can pull out the seeds and the white part, which is called the pith, and that's where the heat is.
Oh, all right.
So you'll get a nice mellow heat from that.
Here we go with it.
Go ahead. Don't be shy.
Just like half of it. I put half of it. Now, am I supposed to be putting in all of the rest of it?
Ooh, no. The cumin's a bit on the strong side.
Okay.
And we'll just put in about half that red bell pepper.
Okay. I did just put a little shake of that, and then salt and pepper. Just
a little bit.
Oops.
Just a pinch. There we go. It's all right. We can.
Sorry.
That's all right. We can get that. So anyway, what we're going to do with
Should I try
this,
to take some out?
No, it's okay. We're actually going to water this down just a touch. If you can go ahead and add that lime in there, just give both sides of that lime a little squeeze. And I am going to go ahead and just add the rest of the mango to it.
Okay. And then do I put the garlic and onion in?
Yep, just a little bit of both of those.
Okay.
A little bit.
I'm glad that you're not. I'm glad you're not Gordon Ramsay, because I think I'd have just been fired. Just a little bit. Okay.
Creative license. Here's the rest of the mango. Now, again, with everything that I do, especially with summertime, go ahead and start mixing up, especially with the summertime light and fruity flavors. I really like to use a very nice mild white wine with my salsas as well.
Okay.
I'm just going to put about a tablespoon of white wine in there.
You mean light, fruity, salty, and peppery?
Yes,
in this case.
It's going to really bring out the flavors. So what we can do is we can just go a little bit lighter on the seasoning when we do the chicken.
Okay.
So,
well, who knows? Maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it won't be a total
it's
disaster
perfect.
here.
So take a look at those beautiful colors we've got in the dish now. We have all these fresh flavors, these bright, crisp crisp greens in there from the cilantro. So this is a traditional fruit salsa.
Is this something that you want to make ahead of time and let sit for a while?
Absolutely. You can actually make it about an hour to an hour and a half ahead of time. Let it just sit and ripen in your refrigerator.
Okay.
And the flavors intensify. They get a little more mellow sometimes. Depends on your main ingredient. But it just gets better.
Okay. All right. We'll get to work on the chicken when we come back. Thanks, Chris.
You're very welcome.
All right, there's another look at that nesting cookware that we're giving away. And here's another look at Chef Christopher Brown. He is the department chair from Stratford University School of Culinary Arts. And boy, he has his work cut out for him today, teaching us how to make the mango salsa and the chicken breast. And you know, here's the thing. I'm not great at math and overdid it a little bit with some of the ingredients for the salsa, which could very easily happen to somebody at home. And they may feel like, well, I've got to throw this all away now, but you fixed it.
I did. The easiest way to fix this, if you do have a tendency to overseason or really overseason, you can actually rinse it off with one of the primary ingredients, which is white wine, and that'll give it a nice little flavor to it. And then the downside of rinsing with the white wine is you don't have as much to drink afterwards with dinner.
Bummer.
But you can
There has
also
to be a
use water
consequence.
or a little bit of lime juice
Okay.
to help rinse it off. But it's all taken care of and it's all fixed.
Perfect.
So, it looks beautiful and it's ready to go. Next, what we're going to do is we're actually going to saute the chicken. And I've got it sitting right now. I've dredged it in a seasoned flour with salt and pepper, a little sprinkle of cumin, and I'm heating my pan up right now with about 2 or 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Now, one of the things I've seen a lot of people do, which is very, very dangerous, is wet their finger and then they flick it at the pan. I think all of our mothers are guilty of that.
Yeah.
You can have a lot of splatters. So the best thing to do is to actually take a little bit of your flour, and if it starts to sizzle up just like that, you're good to go.
Did you pound that chicken flat, or is it thin sliced?
I did actually pound it this morning when we got in, and it's pounded out to about a 1/4 inch. And we're going to get that nice, beautiful golden brown on there. And while this is going...
Do you have another job for me, or have I been retired?
No, you haven't been retired. We're actually going to finish this off in the pan, but then I'm going to have you dress the plates up.
Okay.
So one of the really cool parts about this is most of the ingredients that you see here, with the exception of the mangoes, have been coming from our organic garden at Stratford. One of the things we've been really pushing is sustainable agriculture and farming from the field to the table. And one of the ways we do that is with our garden. We have a 600 square foot garden that we just finished planting. And we grow herbs, vegetables, all different types of things.
Is it a 600 square foot garden? Because that's like really popular now. People, even if you don't have 600 square feet, people can start gardening at home in containers and small spaces.
They can. One of the really neat things is you can actually take and recycle a 1-gallon milk jug.
Yeah.
If you cut it in half, if you don't have a lot of room at home, I do this on my balcony. I've actually got several of them with fresh herbs set up in them growing.
Perfect.
And it's just a nice way to recycle your milk containers.
And you've got another location opening, right, for Stratford University?
We do. We're actually getting ready to open up in Newport News on May 21st. Is our first day of classes. Still plenty of time to enroll. Plenty of time to enroll for that.
Now, do you teach lessons for people who are just kind of interested in learning how to cook, as well as people who are looking to go in professionally, or do you concentrate on those aspiring professional chefs?
No, we actually cater to both.
Okay.
We have our regular curriculum. We also at the Glen Allen campus offer Saturday short courses, which are open to the general public. We cap them at 12 people. They run for about 6 hours on Saturday.
Yep.
And we do everything from Mediterranean to Middle Eastern. We've also done several holiday bread workshops that have been very, very popular with the locals.
That is Glen Allen, of course, a lovely area right outside of Richmond, not too far away. So, I mean, if you were going to go take that course on a Saturday, it's a perfect, you know, girls' weekend, or I don't know, girls
even
and guys,
guys.
couples' weekend, maybe to go up to Richmond.
Well, you'd be surprised. We get so many different people. This area is actually so close to everything. And this is something we're going to try to do and get started once we get the Newport News campus up and running.
All right.
So let's take a look back at our chicken. Now you can see we're starting to get a nice little crust built up on here. It's starting to get that nice color. Now, what I want to do at this point is watch my chicken very, very carefully so that I don't burn or scorch it, because I am on high heat. And that's one of my biggest fears.
And you can't rinse off burnt.
No, you can't. Not
Salt
on
and
that one.
pepper will go down the drain, but burnt is forever.
Now, one of the really nice things, again, I really like cooking with colors because I believe in this wholeheartedly. We eat with our eyes first, and when you have this beautiful chicken, you have the beautiful colors from your salsas, you're really going to have a standout plate. And that's simply what it takes. So, as soon as this is done in about another minute or so, I'm going to have you just top it off, and we're just going to feel this. And when you poke it, you see a lot of chefs just touch the chicken. When it's firm to the touch,
Yeah.
it's just about done.
Okay.
So,
We're almost there. In the meantime, if you would like to find out more about Stratford University School of Culinary Arts, you can call them 873-4235, or you can go online at stratford.edu. They're enrolling. Classes begin May 21st. And don't forget what Chris said. If you are looking to enter the profession, if you would like to be a professional chef, this could be your school. But if you would just like to take some more classes so you know how to cook better at home, they will also cater to your needs as well. You know what? I'm going to let you go ahead and plate it up.
Okay.
Because we've got to move on to our next very special guest, but I'll be back with Chris and Ariane to give it a try.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Chris.